Look at you Mezco figures. Just because you have better sculpts, painting, and accessories, you think you're better than everyone else? Well, us Jazwares figures can beat any of you in a fight any day. Isn't that right, Reptile?
Ice cream.
Reptile?
Finish him. Mezco wins. Flawless victory.
What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks Reptile action figure. This is a really awesome figure. I'm really happy with the way everything came out. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Now, he comes with this really nice looking sword. I call it the Genie sword because it kind of has that Aladdin type vibe to me or something. You know, we've seen this weapon come out with Sub-Zero and Scorpion before. It seems that Jazwares likes to reuse a lot of these types of weapons, this type of sword in particular. But the problem is, he can't hold on to it at all. He comes with two open grip hands, and obviously if you try and put the sword in, it just falls right out. So I don't understand what the purpose of giving him a sword is if you can't even hold the freaking thing. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. Now, he also comes with a Mortal Kombat base. You got the Mortal Kombat dragon, you know, sculpted in there. It looks pretty nice. And he actually has two peg holes on the bottom of his feet, so you're going to go ahead and plug those right into the bottom of his feet there. And it does help him stand up pretty well. I'm happy about that, especially since he's got these big, wide, flat feet. It's hard to get him into some more dynamic poses when the feet are so big and flat like that. Kind of hard to balance him up. But this guy with the base does really enhance his ability to get him into some cooler, more dynamic poses. Now, he does come with an alternative headpiece here. You can see it's all wrapped up in bandage, and you can see his red eyes in there and his teeth. You know, I do like the face sculpt on that. I think it looks really good, and I really do appreciate the amount of detail and sculpt that Jazwares put into this reptile. It actually does look really nice. I'd say it's one of their better sculpts that I've seen. But my favorite head sculpt that he comes with is one with his mouth open here, and I really do like the way that looks. He looks very, you know, lethal and dangerous, like he's about to shoot out some acidy spit on you. And you can see in there's actually a little peg hole, and it's for this alternative tongue that he comes with for his alternative head, and I'm really happy about this. This is a really cool accessory in my opinion. You can actually plug his tongue right into that peg hole, and bam, there you go. He's got his tongue sticking out there. I really do like the way that this looks, and this is probably how I'll end up displaying this figure with the rest of my Mortal Kombat collection, because I really do like the way that this looks. It's kind of a unique type of look. Now, talking about some more detail here with the figure, I really do like all the scaly reptilian skin that they put all over him. They did a great job sculpting, washing, and painting all of it all over his body. You know, I really do appreciate that, little bits of detail that Jazwares decided to add in. I also really do love his suit. It's kind of got that classic reptile ninja vibe there. And you can see that there is some stitching and sculpt work in all the little bits of the suit there, which I think is really nice. It's even got a little belt buckle there. I think that looks good. And then underneath the suit, it's just a glossy paint there. And I think that looks nice because it really does bring out the green a lot more. I like his shin guards here down at the bottom. I think those look really good here. I like that gold accent that they put around it. Very nice looking stuff. He's even got some bandages around his forearms there and his hands. I think those look really good as well. I really love his shoulder armor too. I think that looks really nice. I like the sculpt, detail, and paint apps all around those. And you know, all around this entire figure, they just did a great job sculpting and doing a great job detailing this figure. I really think this is probably one of the best Jazwares figures that I've seen as far as detail and sculpt goes. Now, as far as articulation goes, he does have quite a bit of articulation, a lot of nice range of motion here. The head, you can do a nice 360, and I like how much you can look up and down with. Probably one of the better head articulations I've seen for the Jazwares line. You can do a 360 at the upper arm, but as you can see, it's a little bit blocked by that shoulder armor up there. You got a hinge at the elbow, and then the wrist rotates as well. You also got some rotation at the waist, but there is no hinging movement. The legs, they do kick out pretty far, which I'm happy about, and then they can kick out pretty far forward, but they really can't kick out any far backwards because of this buttocks there. Can't really do anything about that. There is some rotation at the upper leg, which is nice. Then he's got a double jointed knee, which I think looks great. I wish that all these figures came with double jointed knees and double jointed elbows. That's really, really awesome. Get him in even more dynamic poses with these types of joints. And then you just got a hinge at the ankle here, and that's really about it for the articulation. I wish there was a little bit of a pivot or swivel in the hinge so that way you can kind of hinge the ankles inward and get them a little bit more balanced, because that is probably one of my only complaints for this figure, is it is rather difficult to get him balanced to stand up because his feet are so flat and wide. It's hard to get his weight distributed around them. And that's pretty much it for this Reptile figure. I really do love this figure, and I highly recommend picking him up if you can find him at a cheap price. Wouldn't really pay the you know, incredibly extreme prices that he goes for on eBay, but if you could find a good deal on him, I would definitely say it's worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of Reptile. I know I love all the ninja characters the most out of the Mortal Kombat lines. Reptile definitely has that classic feel too, with a little bit more of a modern kind of art depiction of him, which is okay, but I do love that he's got that classic green ninja suit on at least, and you know, it's really, really great. I really love the figure. Even though he can't hold his sword, I'm okay with that because I think that that tongue accessory really just makes the difference for me at least. So definitely pick this guy up if you can find him. Make sure you check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of Mortal Kombat reviews on there. I also put animations in all of my videos. I also collect other lines as well, like Halo, Mega Bloks, Walking Dead, Star Wars, and all that good nerdy stuff. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. And I'll see you guys all in my next review. Thank you all for watching.